Poetry is generally very dull, very pretensive, very private and precious person I don't agree with. Generally, he's just a dumb, fuddling asshole writing insecure lines that don't come through, believing he's immortal, waiting for his immortality, which never arrives, because the poor fucker just can't write.
I pour my heart out through this pen, been around for a bit, so I ain't new to this. If that's what you thought, that's ludicrous. Move, bitch, feel this and groove to it. I give you something to keep you thinking. I give you something to keep you drinking. Keep sipping whiskey that'll make you miss me. Get you tipsy until you forget me. Then accidentally press play on that one track, and then slowly gain your love back. One of those, don't know what you got till it's gone. I always try to bring you the illest songs, the best I could do. Open book on what I've been through. Catchy hooks, got 'em hooked, misunderstood and overlooked. I've been at it for a minute, but all I hear is crickets. It's okay, I know you don't wanna hear me. By the silence, I'm getting that clearly. Wanna sleep on me, but that's okay. Just don't come around when you need a place to stay. Support works in both ways, man. It was different back in the old days. Look at how them times taught us to be. Old age may have caught up to me, but I keep doing what I do best. And address life's little mess. Are we playing checkers or chess? I just need to know, am I passing the test? Always creating something that's fresh. My flaws have been repeated, I confess. Giving you coping mechanisms for your stress. Can't wait till I'm cricket-less.
Okay. It's in here somewhere. Here it is.
I tiptoe sanity the way gravity's always grabbing me, pulling down on me. Look around and see nothing but a clouded sea surrounding me. Same thing, same thing, same thing. Feels good to be free. Take a look at me, but this book ain't cheap. Can't put that hook in me. Nah. I think outside the box, write what's on my mind a lot. That's how my rhymes hit the spot. Each time I top the last sentence that I drop, but I'm not finishing the job. If this is a gimmick, it's a squash. That's how I'm living, oh my gosh. I'm just joshing, just lost in thought. And let's take it back to square one. I dare some to put out a rare one. I'm just being me, and I really don't care, son. Some say I'm out my mind. I say it's about time. Being a prisoner of mine should be listed as a crime. It's something I've been feeling for quite some time, but I don't know if I could go that far. Out of my mind is something I've been feeling for quite some time, but I don't know if I could go that far. Out of my mind. Please excuse me while I step out for a minute. Hold on please, I need to breathe, just give me a second. It gets too crowded in my mind, and I need to step out this house of mine. And I said this all 1,000 times, I no longer have a slouch in my spine. So I'm not falling in line, not even stalling this time. I stand tall with this spine, don't need alcohol to feel fine. I'm gonna keep doing my thing and pursuing my dreams with this music scene, giving you the truest me. Escape this captivity and not get trapped back into me. I'm only packing a few things and I'm bringing my family back with me. My hands are free, no longer trapped, you see, no tragedy. Lift this massive seed of sanity that was found in me. Now this rap's complete. It's something I've been feeling for quite some time, but I don't know if I could go that far. Out of my mind is something I've been feeling for quite some time, but I don't know if I could go that far. Out of my mind.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone in you're in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Now, let's see if I've got all this stuff. Sorry about that. Who is this dude? Yeah, right? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I haven't been on here in over a year, almost a year. How are you doing, Miss Vampire? Make sure I know what I'm doing. I haven't, like I said, I haven't done this in a minute, so I gotta make sure everything's set. I did spend about an hour getting OBS set up, so trying to keep your eyes. It is early. Unless you haven't gone to bed yet, then that makes more sense. Oh. But yeah, so we're you got earbuds. Hey, yay! I'm gonna turn my mic down a little bit. It is reaching the red. Am I loud? How loud? Am I, like, super loud? You slept a little? Space! But yeah, we potentially are back. Depending on how the next hour or so goes, I may come back full time. I gotta fix Frosty tools so to actually use my emotes, but I gotta pay for it. But yeah, the idea is to do Monday through Thursday, roughly around this time. I might start an hour earlier. Oh, is it? Okay, it's just not showing. No shouties. Oh no, all the shouties. But yeah, I may stick to this time frame. An hour earlier, but it'll be Monday through Thursday. But yeah, that's the goals. We're hoping that we're hoping the internet will allow me to. So, a couple of tests is ping. Is the quality going to be steady throughout it? Stuff like that. So this is pretty much a test stream for the most part. But we're going to be playing some Mass Effect. Primarily because it's not an online game. another reason is it's one of my favorite game series ever made. And then, you know, it's something I don't have to give my full focus on. But yeah, it'll give me an opportunity to kind of get back into the swing of doing this streaming thing, which is what I need the most right now, is basically just getting practice back in and actually doing the stuff. So let me... We got Frosty Tools doing its little pop-up stuff. I think I just had somebody unfollow me because I just fixed the follower goal, which is, the goal is 500 right now. But it says 315. I actually only have 314. So I think, like I said, I think I just had somebody unfollow me, which wouldn't surprise me, considering. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. We're gonna get this thing going. It's the Legendary Edition. So fun fact, I have bought this game, or these 3 games, so many different times. So I bought it each time when it originally came out for Xbox, and then I bought each one for PC, and then when discs, mind you. I also have the strategy guide, collector's edition strategy guides for each game. And then on top of that, I bought the Legendary Edition when it came out. So, holy crap, I spiked really high there on the red. So yeah, as I said, this is probably one of my all-time favorite games ever made. I have yet to find a game that gives me the feels like this one does. So hopefully soon I'll have a cam again. We're gonna do the reactive PNG for now. Hey, what's going on? Why aren't you showing? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh yeah, absolutely, Space. Yeah, the story. So I will only be playing this game for stream, so I won't be playing it outside of stream. I've played it 100 times. Like, I've beaten this game so many times that I probably have everything memorized. But yeah, so if you're here for all the streams, then you'll get to see all the story. We'll try to do all the side quests and extra, because Legendary Edition comes with all the DLC. So
welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested.
I'm getting a tissue. My nose is running, so I think I'm nervous.
Secure connection confirmed.
I don't know why I should be nervous. I used to do this on a regular basis. You act like it's my first time. Oh, I am gonna have to lean forward. I didn't think I was gonna have to lean forward for
to access your profile.
my keyboard. There we go.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile.
But yeah, how's
Confirm pre-service.
how's you guys doing? Is you guys excited to see me back or potentially come back?
Confirm psychological. Confirm military special.
I'm just gonna blitz through this real quick. This little character creation thing. I did create
facial identification.
a character already, so all I have to do is paste in that little code and voila.
Profile reconstruction complete.
I made the face look as close to mine as possible with the game settings. So
Identification confirmed.
yeah, make sure auto level wasn't turned on. Yes, yes.
Well,
I'm excited to be back. I've missed doing this for some odd reason.
Doesn't have one.
I always got a lot of joy out of doing streams.
Look out for himself.
So when I started thinking hard on it, I'm like, I need to get back into it. I'm not really doing much of anything else. I might as well.
We can't question his courage.
I've been going.
Humanity needs a hero, and Shepard's the best we've got.
I have
I'll make the call.
part-time job as a stable hand, which has gotten me outside and helped build my confidence with. Whoa! I'm trying to read chat. Come back. Hang on. Kev. Build confidence horses again after my friends' horses tried to take my head off. Oh yeah, no, that's wild. I hope all that's going good. I didn't even know that you'd gotten the side job. And then Kevin, welcome in, bud. I hope you're doing all right.
Initiating transmission sequence. Commander.
Try it. Yeah, chat just went wild there for a second because I got Frosty Tools doing the custom shout outs, and then you know, of course, Wisebot's still running, so it's doing its own version. So luckily the bots are still kind of working. I've been good. Yeah, I've been doing real well, considering. But yeah, things are good. We doing it. We live. We here.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
But I hope you feel better, Kev. I'm sorry to hear that you're sick.
Check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift. Just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain.
Yeah, I knew about the Minecraft job, but that's sad to see that they let go of the remote workers.
So you hate him.
I mean, I feel like that Minecraft job was only a temp thing anyway, so.
I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy.
But yeah, hopefully the college finishes up pretty quickly here soon.
Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone.
Yeah,
to keep an eye
I'm
on
sure there's been tons of things going on in the last, what, 10 months? 11 months?
You always expect the worst.
Well, bad feelings are an occupational.
I didn't mean to select that option, but
unless there's a good reason, so.
I didn't really get much of a choice because I was clicking back into the game.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach.
But Kevin, how have you guys been? Aside from being sick, how's life treating you?
He's already here, Lieutenant.
Work still going?
Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Joker, I love Joker. Seth Green is probably If it wasn't Seth Green as the voice actor, I don't think Joker would be Joker.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Welcome to the club, Kevin. I mean, I don't mean to say it in such a flippant tone, but I mean, I know what that's like.
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander, just having a chat with
Oh, well, then, you know,
didn't mean to cause any trouble.
It,
You have to admit,
for me
something's
personally,
odd about
it
this
took some
mission.
getting used
The
to.
whole crew feels it.
There's a lot of hurt and pain involved with it, but eventually I grew to accept it, and, you know, it is what it is now.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in
I
charge?
always enjoy
Spectres are
their
operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre
mind frame
turn
on the
Spectre
mission in the beginning of the story.
It doesn't add up.
Like, everybody's just like, this is going on.
I just know.
And then later that like their entire mindsets on the mission change.
Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed?
Appreciate that, Crow.
Skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks.
Spacey Space. I've missed you, Space. Do you know how much I've missed you?
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan.
Presley is the GOAT. Welcome in, Gits Gaming. Appreciate you coming in and checking out the stream. I hope you're doing well. We're playing one of my all-time favorite games.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated special forces.
No, that's good, Kevin. I'm glad to hear that.
If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Over the I don't even know how long this game's been out, to be honest. Like over a decade, I feel like. But I've met a lot of people that really enjoyed this game, and then I met a lot of people who just despised it. And then you've got the people that are all like, "We like the trilogy, but Andromeda can die." And I don't feel that way. I feel like Andromeda as its own game, like if you take it out of the main trilogy and just consider it its own story, which it is its own story, it's a great game. Like the combat system's a lot of fun. The storyline itself, while not fully fleshed out like Mass Effect 1 through 3, I mean, it still had a really solid storyline. So, I mean, Andromeda as a standalone game was great. It was very buggy in the beginning, I will say that, but once they worked past that, it was a pretty solid game. Ooh, you went, yeah. Yeah, you got to go on vacation when that Legendary Edition hits. Oh, I loved that they made the Legendary Edition a thing, because like there was at one point I couldn't buy one of the DLC. I forget which DLC it was, but I couldn't buy it. So when I got Legendary Edition,
and they don't come along just to observe Nihilus looks like he's
oh shoot, here we go. All the sound alerts. When Legendary Edition, I made sure to play some of the content that I didn't get to play before. Yeah. Gets Andromeda is a very nice action shooter for being part of the universe. But yeah, I always felt Andromeda did dirty
I'll see if I can get
because of the fact that everybody was expecting it to be as great as the series, but they also wanted it to tie into the main series. Like, people didn't really realize that Andromeda was meant to kind of like branch off and explore the rest of the Mass Effect universe there, the world that they built. It was supposed to be a separate saga altogether, but because of the fact that everybody shat on it, they never continued down that path. They made the one game and then it died there. Yeah, Zahid was one of those ones that was very hard to get pre-Legendary Edition.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something
Ooh, thank you for the follow, Gits Gaming. I appreciate that.
Crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc.
Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can
I'm
do whatever they want.
not lagging in game, by the way. I'm mostly focused on chat, so I'm kind of slow to moving the character around and making choices.
I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually
I picked this game mostly so I could spend more time with chat and less time on focusing on the game.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Yes,
Sorry,
poor
Commander, but
Jakins.
this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
Well, not to spoil it for you, Space, but yes, he does. Unfortunately, you always have one sacrificial lamb in the beginning of a great story.
You're young, Corporal.
You never talk to him?
Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir.
I feel like that's I feel like that's a safe bet, Vampire.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more
I
patrols
should
protecting
post a
civilian space than any
disclaimer that I do have people in my chat that have never seen this game, so we should probably keep these spoilers to a minimum. I mean, for me, I could probably play this game in my sleep and know exactly what to do, but... Oh, you don't care? Okay, then, yeah, we should be fine. I might get new viewers that have never seen this game, so... I mean, there's that. I might get new viewers. I mean, I did just get one new viewer, so that's exciting. My first stream back, and I got a new viewer. I'm excited.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard.
I love Shepard.
Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups.
I always play, I always play male Shepard, but female Shepard is by far my favorite. Like, the voice actress they got to play her, the way she carries her voice during certain dialogue choices, like, completely amazing. But I always default to a male because I'm a male, and so I like to make myself the character in the sense. So it's very rare I play female characters.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander.
The Spectre that never was. Curse you, random golf ball that hits him on the head. Wink,
During
wink.
the Blitz, single-handed. That's the kind of talent the Spectres are looking for.
This is all just wild speculation. The Spectres
Yeah,
are
like,
interested in
just
recruiting humans, no matter how
Femshep,
capable.
like, stands apart, especially in the Mass Effect series. Like, she's just so good. The voice actress is so good at her job. She made that character come to life way more than the voice actor for Mel Shepard did. But, you know, that's not to detract from, oh shit. That's not to, thank you, 1-2 for the biddies. I appreciate that. 222 biddies. Yeet. Appreciate the bits, 1-2. So much so. But yeah, like, not to detract from the voice actor that plays Male Shepherd. He did an amazing job. He's an amazing voice actor all around. But for some reason, FemShep just was so much on par, especially if you go Renegade FemShep. It's so much funnier for the female side. Let's see.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful.
Yeah, a lot going on the screen right now. The shout outs, and I love it. They'll all go away here in a second. It's just a matter of time.
From the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older,
I'm just glad to see my bots are still working like they should be.
That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets
Thank you for the welcome back one too. I'm glad to be back.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime is one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take
The shout-out war begins.
I guess. No real danger there. There's got to be something else going on.
If I'm too loud,
on board. That's why I'm so wound up.
Please let me know. That way I can adjust the volumes. Volume levels have not been adjusted yet because I don't hear myself in game or in the stream. So
the captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
yeah, 10 months away, bots are fine. When you use them constantly, they break. Facts. 100%. Like, I'll probably, couple weeks into streaming again, I'll probably have to readjust the bots and everything, but I probably, actually, it'll be longer than that. I have to get a payout before I can tweak the bots. But all in due time.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here.
Nihilus, I love this guy. I really wish they did more with him. Oh, we finally got somebody to redeem second. Now we just, third's still available. Oop, level up.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
There's the third. he claimed second and third.
I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise.
You were here first? Yes, you were.
Eden Prime has become
that early morning typo syndrome.
Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard.
What the hell's going on here?
Can be a very dangerous
what?
Place. Is the
what are we
truly ready for this?
I think it's about time.
Holy crap, Kit. Oh my god, thank you so much for subbing to the channel. Wow. And we got a hype train going. Wow. Day one and coming back and somebody's already starting a hype train in stream. This is wild. I appreciate that, Kit. So much. Thank you. So how did we get I'm confused. Did they change hype train's initiation settings? Because all I see is bits and then the sub. Did I miss somebody subbing or giving bits to stream? So Gits, just so you know, we shout out everybody whether they stream or not. It's just something we do here. Something I've always done on my channel. I love giving my viewers the recognition they all deserve, whether they're just, regular viewers or they're streamers themselves. That's something I like to pride myself on, is making sure that everybody's acknowledged in my channel. Yeah, 1-2 dropped 222 bits, and then you subbed, but usually it takes 3 to start a hype train, so Well, whoever the third person is, I appreciate it. I thank you, whether you subbed or gave bits. It'll go a long way to getting this channel back to the way it used to be. Because that's basically what I'm gonna do with all this money is put it right back into stream.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Yeah, it's just that's how I've always been. Have always felt anyway when it came to doing this stuff, was making sure that I acknowledge my viewers. Wise, what's up, bud? How you been? I haven't seen you in a long minute, so I hope you've been doing well, Wise. More biddies, yay! Thanks, Crow. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, no worries, Gits. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, you gotta show that love everywhere. You exist randomly, yeah. Oh yeah, I've noticed you guys have been doing a lot of that viewing stuff in there.
There must be a reason.
Hope the show's going good, bud.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Alright, I'm hydrating. Had to change that alert space for obvious reasons.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
I like the new one just as
Their
much.
legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interest.
Space, since you're here, and you're my quality control, how is the volumes, like game volume versus me speaking?
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species.
Holy crap, is that a trickster?
Too independent.
Is that alone?
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council.
I've been pretty good, bud. How have you been?
They know more about the Protheans than we do.
All the familiar names are starting to come back. It's great. I love it. I missed you guys.
He's here to evaluate you.
Right. Yeah, no, I wanted to make sure that I am louder than the game.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill.
Aw, thank you, one too.
Forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
I do really mean it though. Like, I have missed the hell out of you guys being here doing this. I've missed it a lot. So coming back has just made my day a whole lot better.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy.
Heck yeah. I'm glad you've been doing good, bud.
We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard.
As soon as Nihilus is done talking, I'll make my announcement real quick. So future plans for me being back. So gaming, of course, I've always mixed gaming and writing in my streams. I like being that variety streamer. But I've hit a huge writer's block. I haven't written in almost a year. So, while my writing streams may not come back right away, they will eventually come back. We will be adding a voiceover stream where I will be working on voiceover stuff. Basically, me recording myself for like book narration or any gigs that I get that I can share on live. We'll be recording those live. But for right now, it's mostly going to be book narration because I'm going to be narrating my own book. And so some of my streams, I'm not sure when, because like before I used to do Tuesday or Monday and Wednesdays being my gaming streams, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays were my writing streams. So we'll do a similar schedule where I'll split everything up between different days. But oh shit, it's a sassy. Hi, sassy. But yeah, so voiceover stuff will be part of these streams. I'm doing great. How are you doing, Sass? But yeah, that is the goal for this channel, is to split and add some more content aside from auto mod coming in for the win. Hang on, I gotta. There we go. Okay, we had an auto mod ended up banning somebody coming in. Cheap viewers. I don't need viewers. Viewers come in time. Yeah. Those guys are funny. We're gonna sell you viewers. Motherfucker, I don't have money to be buying viewers. Besides, that's the cheap, the cheating way into streaming. Gotta build it naturally.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship.
So how have you been, Sass? How's streaming? How's life?
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger.
Ooh. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. I've recently updated Fortnite.
Beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and
I'm not sure if I'll play it, but I did update it. While my internet was past its gig limit, I decided to do a lot of updates. So I have a 150 gig limit on my internet, and then it slows down to 3 megs per second. But I ended up pushing my gig usage for the month to about like 300, which is impressive considering that after you reach that 150, it's 3 megs per second. So to be able to hit 300 gigs was impressive.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins,
yeah. So, and that's the wild part is like when I had regular, unrestricted internet, like I would get my gig usage would be like 600 to 1,000 gigs per month, And so being on a restricted internet like I am now, it's funny to see where my gig usage before to where it is now. It's wild to think about.
Is worth the risk of attacking an alliance ship. Plus,
See,
Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
I don't mind having a limit. The only downfall to being limited is like if there's games that I want to play with certain people, I can't just download them. Like I actually have to be very careful on what I download, when I download it. Usually I wait until I hit my 150 and then I start all my downloads. Like I let my, because I usually put my computer to sleep at night. And then I go to bed. But when I hit my 150 limit, then that's when I just start running my computer all night long, just letting everything download and update in the background while I'm sleeping. And then that way I can get certain games that I normally wouldn't get throughout the month. I will say that when I was binge watching anime, it was very rough because I would go through my 150 within like the first 20 days.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
But yeah, depending on how this stuff goes,
Captain, we got a
and it
problem.
becomes viable, I may end up getting internet just for streaming.
Bring it up on screen.
I know this introduction to this game is a lot longer, but I've spent majority of my time talking than actually playing the game. I should just do just chatting streams. I probably will once I get my cam back. Start doing just chatting screens, hang out with you guys. The burb, the bouncing burb. Holy crap, it's a Nonya. Hi, Nonya.
Just goes dead.
I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good, by the way. Thank you for asking. It's good to see you. I use about 80 gigs per a week. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, especially with the file size of most games. I mean, shoot, the update I did for Fortnite was 70 gigs.
Without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Oh, I appreciate it, Nonya. You don't... Just you stopping by is more than enough.
Engaging stealth systems.
They're random. They're random clips. I have no control over what clips get
Somebody
picked.
was doing some serious
But it is a
digging
good
here,
clip.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
So how are you guys enjoying
He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I
the
want radio
Pokemon
silence.
games right now? I know some of you guys are doing the D&D Pokemon thing with tabletop hazards.
We've got his back, Captain.
Oh, speaking of tabletop hazards,
Good luck.
you guys want to hear something great?
We are approaching drop point 2.
I might be. It really all depends on this stream right here. I'm gonna go and calculate gig usage for streams, and then I'll let Zansu know if it's a go. I've already given him a heads up that it's a possibility. So he's excited. I'm excited. But yeah, it'll more than likely be after the holidays. Because I believe they're taking a break for the holiday season. But once the holidays are over, you guys will probably see me back on Tabletop Hazards again. Yeah, December, I mean, everybody's busy for December.
What the hell are those?
Oh, first things first. Speaking of which, and it's a clip with me in it. What do you know? Go figure. That's wild. We talk about Tabletop Hazards, and then one of the clips that's shared is the one that I'm in. Let's see. Hang on, I gotta catch up on chat. But yes, definitely, Sassy. We should play some Fortnite together. I've been wanting to play. I know that's weird to say, but I'm not a big Fortnite game person. But yeah, well, I'll get with you. I'll shoot you a message later, and we'll talk about it. We will get to Brother Bear when you are finished with that pick. I'm trying to talk Blue into doing a D&D game. Oh, that would be cool. Okay, if you... Hear me out, Vampire. If you can get Blue to play D&D, I'm so down. I would get involved so quick. I would love to play D&D with Blue. Bye, Nonya. Have a good day at work. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Helmets. Toggling helmets. The chaos would be epic. It would be so much fun. I think... So, I personally believe Blue would be an amazing D&D player. Like, forget, like, game mechanics of D&D. Just his personality in D&D would just fit so well together. All right, Vampire, we're gonna work on this. We're gonna get Blue to play. We're gonna get Blue to play D&D for sure. We're gonna work on it. Oh, and speak of the devil, here he comes, causing chaos. This guy, his ears were burning. Yes, they were. Look who we have here. Yeah, yep. Wild Decaden has appeared. Oh yeah, I already picked. How you been, Blue? How's your day?
All targets down.
Oh God.
Earache, but at work? Ugh. At work with an earache? Screw all that noise. Ew, and they're doing tile? Gross.
right through his shields. You're at a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service.
There you go, Space. The scene that you you were privy to before we got here. Like, he didn't even last, like, the mission. Like, he died the first second into the... Skill issue, yeah. For real. Yeah, Space. What's your new hyper fixation?
I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Epic the Musical. Epic the Musical. I feel like I should know what you're talking about, but treat me like a dum-dum. It's a retelling of the Odyssey. Oh. Oh. Tell me more, Space. Now, I have a controversial opinion. I actually like Ashley Williams as a character.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Let's see, it doesn't sound like a musical at all. The creator took a bunch of inspiration from anime and video games. Every song is so fresh and unique. And I want to spoil the finale, but I won't. But it's so epic. I mean, epic, the musical. And gruesome and heart-wrenching. Ah, it sounds awesome. You can spoil it for me if you wanna DM me like how it ends if you don't want to spoil it for anybody else. I on the other hand do not mind having an Epic the Musical spoiler. Odysseus 1v1's Poseidon. I feel like that shouldn't considering Odysseus is mortal and Poseidon is a god. Well, Odysseus is a demigod, but
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit.
yeah, like
We tried to get off a distress
Odysseus
call, but they cut off
never
our
actually
I've been fighting for my life
made
ever
full
since.
godhood. In the stories anyway. Yes, Odysseus is a chaos gremlin.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
And yes, I play my shepherd, well, at least this time around, I play him as a good guy. So I make all the nice comments, and there's only like certain scenes in this game where I probably will make a harsher choice, but generally speaking, I play the nice guy, as I would in real life anyway. Let's see, in your fanfic, his god ancestry helps him slightly, though Hermes loaning his winged sandals also helps. Yeah. And I believe there's There's a few stories where that actually happens. Odysseus does get his hands on Hermes' sandals.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
A sympathetic Poseidon fic.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Appreciate the lurk, Sassy. Hope your day gets better.
They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they
drop me that. You post that link in Discord somewhere. I eventually need to build up the Discord more, but considering we're just day one back, I haven't put too much time in it. Primarily because I don't even know if this is going to be a thing or not. It's probably going to be a thing. I say I don't know, but it's going to be a thing. I will make it work somehow, even if I have to stream for an hour a day.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
Oh shoot, we're already an hour in.
What happened to the researchers?
Wow, that's wild.
I don't know.
An hour has gone by already, folks.
The 232 was with them.
Insane.
Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Well, with that said, I want to check something real quick. I don't have to go anywhere. So is this an output? So okay, so for an hour I have used a gig. I'm doing math now, so bear with me for a second. So the bit rate is 2700 kbs per second. So that's just under 3 megs. So as long as my internet, even past the 150, we're in an ad. For those of you still here, we're going to wait for the ads to finish. Once the ads come in, then I'll keep going. But for those of you that are still getting to listen to my smooth, sexy voice, gag. Yeah, I appreciate everybody hanging out, being part of this. Ads popped up and the app died. Oh no. 4 of 8. Good lord. So many ads. So yeah, I'm just sitting here, just waiting. I kind of, even though we're in ads, I kind of don't want to just sit here and do nothing for like that full 2 minutes. Normally I would go to a be right back screen, And I think the next time ads come up, I will do that. I will go to a be right back screen. So that way people aren't just sitting here doing nothing. You can watch my clips in my be right back screen. And then, you know, once the ads clear up, I'll bring it back to the game. All right, so it's saying people are coming back. So we'll give it a couple more seconds, let people come back from the ads. Are we back? Is everybody out of ad jail? Okay, so we got vampires back. Space, I think Space has a little bit longer ads, but that's just because his app died. All right, so Space, tell me about this hot guy on a boat. They're they're targeted ads, so you were targeted, my guy. Dark hair with a beard. You didn't get any hot guys on a boat? Yeah, see, they're targeted ads, so they were targeting Space particularly for that ad. Sailing into a storm. Nice. Oh, so I was saying, essentially, even if I do pass my 150 limit, I think I can still stream, because at 25 to 2700 kbs per second, we're definitely sitting right there at where that 3 megs. I just wouldn't be able to stream any like online games, so it'd mostly be offline gaming, or I would be doing like voiceover stuff or writing stuff. Yeah, so the targeting is generally it's things, so like I don't know if you guys know much about ad targeting and the way the algorithms work nowadays, but it's usually based off of stuff that you've either talked about around your phone or you've searched in the past, but usually the algorithm uses your data. Like I don't know if you guys see all these things that say we're collecting your data. They literally are, but it's usually just so they can hit you with a specific ad range. So that way you're not getting ads for things you'll never, ever consider to like in your life. Like I made a comment about toilet paper the other day, and I got like a coupon on my phone that said, hey, this is off on toilet paper, yada, yada, yada. And I was just all like, oh, there you go. Oh, ED pill. Okay. So I was, when you said ED, I was thinking education. I was not thinking about erectile dysfunction, but apparently that is not what comes to mind when I see ED. So that's a good sign. Like when Tumblr gives me Manscaped ads. Hey, manscaping is all right. ED pills were not mentioned? Then why are you talking about ED pills? Did you ever Google erectile dysfunction? Ever? You did a study on it? Have you ever made a joke about it? Has somebody made a comment about it around your phone by perchance? Because like it doesn't It doesn't take much for an ad to get targeted to you. Like, somebody could fart in your general vicinity and it'll give you an ad for some kind of stomach aid or something like that.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were
Yeah, the algorithms are so wonky.
Seemed like a routine patrol until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
I have no clue how they picked that one. Yeah, so what it could have been is somebody made a penis joke, and that's what got targeted for that ad. Like, I mean, dick jokes are so common that I'm not surprised everybody's not getting ED ads. I'll probably get an ED ad because we've been talking about it for the last 5 minutes. But yeah, okay, so back to research. So we're going to go for today's stream. Yes, lots of dick jokes hanging out with Blue. For today's stream, we're going to go till noon my time, so 1 more hour. Well, 45 minutes-ish. And then tomorrow's stream, I'm going to start an hour early. So instead of 10, I'm going to start at 9. And then we'll go to noon again. So we'll do a 3-hour stream tomorrow to kind of make up for the craziness of today's stream. But and then I'll probably keep them 2 to 3 hours going forward. And then towards the end of the month, you may see me only on for about an hour, but they'll be just us hanging out. I always loved it. I love this sound clip of space. I can't remember. Did you ever make one for me, Space? Of the murder? That's me.
Move out.
Yeah, I think you did too. It was a while ago, so I'm not gonna hold it against you. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. Tell me why. I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. So for those that are new or don't know, Space used to come into my voice chat my voice channel that I have for streaming purposes, and would just pop up and be like murder, and then just disconnect. Like, wouldn't even stay and hang out with me. Would just pop in, say those 3 words, and then pop right back out. And then it got to be a common thing where I would do it to Space while they were streaming. And so yeah, that's kind of what started that. Me needing them to make me that sound clip or the soundbite of them saying murder.
Murder.
Like that. Much like that. And see, I knew it was you because I watched my Discord audio shoot up and then drop back down, so. All right, so now we have Ashley Williams. I know this is riveting content of the game going on in the background, but I think it's mostly just filler at this point. I think we're all just here to hang out. Your bubble didn't even green? That's funny. Yeah, I knew it was you and not some sound file because of the fact that I watched that green bar shoot up for just a second. I have Discord audio on, which is dangerous, but considering there's me, you, and Vampire are me, you, and Shay are the only ones that are in Discord, currently, I'm not too worried about it. Eventually that channel will be a thriving community again, but you like Caden more than Ash? A lot of people do. The few playthroughs where I kept him versus Ashley, I have not been disappointed. But majority of the time, I go with Ashley because I like the reactive. What are you doing? Let's see. Oh, reactive's not working because Discord's being a butthead. You romance Caden. See, I usually end up romancing Liara. Because Talia is not a romanceable character in the first game, which is very sad because I love her the most. Thane's a good choice. There is romance in this game. So, for the first one, there's 3 choices. I'm counting in my head, sorry. But yeah, so I believe there's 3 possible choices in this first one. Caden, Liara, and Ashley are the, what was the bit one that just got played? It was like a bonk or something like that. I lost my train of thought. Where was I going with all this? Oh yeah, Discord's being wonky. Hold on. All right, let's see if that... There we go. Okay, reactive's back. So yeah, so... Talia eventually becomes a romanceable character later, which by far is the best choice, the only choice anybody should make when they're romancing a character. Love her. But Caden's not a bad choice, especially if you go FemShep. I think he's got a fun background for romancing. But yeah, the Liara Caden confrontation is freaking hilarious. Is your little sister? Yeah, no, I've from day one I've been into Talia. So far, like, not any character in any other game has ever been like instant love for me. Do not quote me on this space, but I believe you can in the third one. Yeah, there you go. Vampire beat me to it, but yeah. Well, you got to keep in mind too that this game came out, the original came out back in like early 2000s, so it wasn't commonplace just yet. Wait, I gotta Google. When did this game originally come out? Let's see. Came out. No, I don't want the legendary edition. I want the original. Yeah, 2007. So, yeah, 2007. Everybody was still getting getting into the ideas of it being widely accepted, and game developers hadn't gotten that far yet. Yet you can romance. Liara was controversial because, yeah. And the way they worked around that particular instance was because of the fact that they're an entire race of females. Like, they can become whatever version they need to be for the partner. I almost died. There it goes.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
It's just, it's wild to think how far this game has come. As far as, like, you know, what's accepted and what's not accepted in our world versus the game's world. I will say this, that Cortez, the male pilot in the third one, love that guy. Even if I don't romance him, I still like that guy. Like, he's probably one of the most well-developed characters in the entire franchise as far as, like, extras go, like non-party members and stuff like that. You get a lot of characters that are, you know, not as fleshed out, but like Cortez, full fleshed out. Love his background, his story is tragic, but like still an amazingly well thought out story.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Now, okay, Vampire, what is your thoughts on Vega?
I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
A lot of people also thought that, but the voice actor, a lot of people don't realize Vega is voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr. And when people found out, they started hating the character, which to me is hilarious. I don't think Freddie Prinze Jr. is that bad of an actor. But he's such a great voice actor. It's insane to when you realize that he's done more work than the Mass Effect game. Like, he's done other voice acting stuff. Yeah, he's also the Iron Bull. Does an amazing job with that character, by the way. Love Iron Bull. But it just, when you think of Freddie Prinze Jr., like, especially for people that grew up with Freddie Prinze Jr., they're like, there's no way. He does such an exceptional job with the character, and I think it makes the character so much better knowing that it's Freddie Prinze Jr. that does the voice.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I didn't romance him specifically for the fact that he ends up hooking up with the mage. What's his name? The Tevinter mage. Oh, what the hell is his name? Dorian, yeah. So if you don't romance Bull and you take Dorian and Bull in your party quite frequently, especially if you have the spirit, what's his name? Why am I brain farting the names? But if you take the three of them, so you take Dorian, Bull, and Cole out, like that's your group when you go out, eventually Bull and Dorian hook up. And it's their hookup story is so good, it's so worth it. So worth it to do it if you've not done it. Zuzu! Hi Suzuma. How you doing? Yes, I'm streaming. You missed the tabletop announcement. I've already told Zanzu that it's a possibility of me coming back to Tabletop Hazards. But yeah, we're looking pretty solid as far as internet usage goes. So I will probably reach out to Zansu after stream and let him know that I'm good to go coming back to Tabletop Hazards. My first hour in, I already did all the math and whatnot to see if it would be viable for me to keep streaming on a regular basis. Oh, there it is. Tabletop Hazards in the house. Thank you, 1-2. I was just getting ready to lean over and do that too. God, I have such great mods. You guys are on top of stuff. I mean, the bots usually keep up with it just as well, but like you guys are on point too, so I have such a great mod team.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Yeah, one of the fastest typers, you know.
Humans, thank the maker.
Yes. Nonya has contagious laughter. Ooh, gotta hydrate for Zuzuma. I wasn't sure where the clip came from, Space, but it's just Nonya laughing. D&D Easter egg battle. Was that a one-shot? Ah, that was a one-shot Easter campaign. Damn, I missed that one. To be fair, I missed a lot.
We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge
So,
of the
Zansu, you're on the Tabletop Hazards account right now?
This morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us.
Okay, so you heard... that means I don't have to message you after stream now, but you heard me saying I was coming back, right?
Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Well, Zuzu, considering 3 of us have access to that account... Hell yeah, okay. So, I'll get with you guys later, and we'll figure out where everybody's schedules are at, and then you can let me know when y'all want me back. Like which session y'all want me to come back on. Oh, so there's 4 now?
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type
Do I have... So, I haven't been able to download it onto the main computer yet. I have it on the Xbox, but my Xbox is currently offline because it's the only way I can play my Game Pass games right now. Once I connect it, I lose my Game Pass games because I don't have Game Pass right now, but I got to figure out how to access my account onto the PC version. Once I do that, I'll have it downloaded.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides.
Yeah, Zansu was mentioning that earlier about playing Dungeons and Dragons online, and then I was trying to figure out how the hell I was gonna log into my account because I didn't want to have to restart all my stuff.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds.
I put too much work into Dungeons and Dragons online to restart.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it.
Like I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons online since it came out.
Well, go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Ooh, doctor's appointment. Oh, well, I hope it goes well. Yeah, sleep schedules. My sleep schedule is a little wild right now as well, so I hear you on that. Enjoy the lurk. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let's see. Next Fate is in January due to holiday season. Going to have just Pokemon D&D and Fate running each one a month. Then another weekend. Hazard Hangout and DD. Oh. What happened to that one we were playing where I was an elf? What the hell was that one called? You still doing that one? Or do you plan on doing that one? Yeah, guilds. Oh, I need to change my announcements for the stream Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Yeah, that's going to be different. I'll have to remember to change that. I forget where I think that one's in Twitch. Vampire, that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's been sporadic and I need to get on a regular sleep schedule. But considering like there's certain people I like to hang out with and they're up all night, and then there's certain people I like to hang out with that are up all day, so it gets wild. Was thinking of it, but too much work to do with 3 campaigns and a lot of setup for future Yeah, okay. I mean, we can work on doing the Fate one, and then once Fate starts winding down, we can go back to guilds. I mean, at least you have a solid party base for guilds. You need to hurry and finish work to pay attention. Yeah. Over 250 Pokemon, not including their evolutions. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hell, even modern Pokemon, there's like almost 1,000 Pokemon, so that's wild. Can't remember if there's a container in here or not. No, there's not. Okay. I always feel like there should be a container in there, or there was originally. Don't wait, or don't worry, Vampire. We'll get you in one. We'll get you and Blue in one. Let's see, in every 10 subs, I add in a random shiny somewhere in the setting. Oh, nice. That's a cool feature. All right, so we're about an hour and a half in. I think after this scene, I'll save and then we'll hang out for a little bit before I get off of here.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The council thought you could.
This scene's so depressing.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Yeah, because Nihilus, I mean, for how short he's in this game, I feel like he had so much more potential than they did. Like, I believe the developers and story writers made that a reality. Like, they made his character so fleshed out that everybody thought he was going to be in the game for longer, but he ends up getting killed right here in this first, what, 20 minutes of the game. Weak point on frickin' husks are ridiculously tiny. Only in fanfic. Yeah. Yeah, and there's actually a ton of fan fiction on Nihilus. I don't know. I keep trying to hit shift to sprint and it's not. But yeah, so let me save. We'll go back to my camping screen. Let's see. And then we're going to hang out for the last, what, 20 minutes or so. Game saved. All right, we'll just hang out here in the just chatting. But yeah, for some reason, I don't know. I feel like he should have been so much more in the storyline, but they just cut him out too quickly. Let's see. True art of character. Yes. Convi is debating on DMing a game. I'm hoping to convince him to. Ooh, that'd be cool. Convi as a DM? So I feel if I ever played with Convi as the DM, he would try to kill me just as much as you do, Zanzu. So 1-2, I wasn't planning on raiding anybody today because of the fact that it is my first stream back and I wasn't even sure how long I was going to be on for one. But if they're on tomorrow, we'll raid them tomorrow. How's that sound? I will be raiding other streamers as usual, because it's usually what I do after stream is we raid somebody. But for the first stream back, I think we're just gonna end it, and we'll get back to raiding people tomorrow. We'll make that a thing again. True, fair. You know, to be fair, he probably has a list of people he would try to kill off first. And if you're playing, then he's definitely going after you. Do you know what setting Convi's doing? Like what kind of campaign he's wanting to run? Your character would traumatize him. You know what? I need to figure out if I'd be able to get in on that campaign, because I think me and you as players would just torment the hell out of Convi. We can get space in on it too. Oh, that'd be an amazing game. Me, you, space. And Zuzu. Oh, I'm seeing a fan team going on right now. And Jade, get Jade in on it too. Has he DM'd before? I can't honestly say if I ever remember him talk about DMing. Let's see, sound familiar to a certain part of story makers. Yeah. And this you see is how to scare someone out of DMing ever again. Okay, so hang on, Space. Now, as a DM myself, I actually enjoy the interaction between the DM and the players, especially if they're trolls and they try, like, because my nephew, when I did my family game, my nephew and niece would try to troll me, and so I personally do not mind. For a new DM, I think that's something they'll have to get used to. Yeah, if it's a friend or somebody you're well acquainted with, it's not as bad, especially even if you are a new DM. I don't think the trolling is bad. Fighter champion, hell yeah. With AC values that can possibly reach 30. Oh, you're going for one of them, those broken builds, aren't you, Zanzu? And not necessarily an initiation, more like, it just helps break the ice for when you do get, like, random people you've never, campaigned for, and they're very weird. Holy crap, we were just talking about Jade. And here she is popping up. So you're planning on a high elf fighter blade song. So yeah, it sounds like you're going for a broken build. Has DM'd before, and was alternating a game he was DMing with our schedule previously. Oh, okay. So yeah, so he's not new to DMing. Yeah, wizard melee tank. Hell yeah. Now I gotta figure out. I gotta start pinning an idea for a character. Depending on the setting, is generally how I'll end up building my character. But I'll end up talking to Combi and seeing how many people he's got interested in gaming. Spells, Space, are easy. Once you get an idea of just like any real wizard, I mean, you've got to know your spells pretty well to make them work right, but I think if you just go through like a DM manual, or not a DM manual, a player handbook, and just look at all the different spells and kind of get an idea of what functions how. Wizards of the Coast's biggest problem with their spells is wording. So, getting around wording issues is really the hardest part about spells. But the one spell, and Vampire said it already, the one spell you always need to know, Fireball. It is the wizard's #1 solution to everything. Room full of orphans? Fireball. Room full of elderly people? Fireball. Room full of kobolds? Fireball. Yeah, it's like that's the go-to. I know it's a joke and a lot of people have made it a meme. But to be fair, even in like advanced D&D, so original D&D, Fireball was a very commonly used spell even back then. So you got to think this spell was widely used by players everywhere for over almost 30 years. Over 30 years. You burned every town you came across, and that doesn't... Mostly by accident. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. People like arson. It's true. It's very true. Counterspell is a good one, yeah. I feel like Counterspell is a much later... and it's less used by players and more used by BBEGs. Like, I believe Counterspell is like one of those commonly used spells used by DMs, because a DM knows their spellbook way better than your average player is going to know it. Great Balls of Fire. Yeah. I'm not going to worry about my phone. I just dropped my phone because I was messing with my mic cable. I had a lot going on my desk right now, and yeah, there we go. Fix that. Counterspell to counterspell to counterspell, yes. See, and you'll only get that trio of counterspells if you've got players that actually know how to use their spell list. Having a deck really helps, yeah. That's actually a great bit of advice, Vampire, for those that are interested in playing spellcasters. Like, making index cards that have your spells on it would help. Like, you can put the name of the spell on the back of the card and then what it does on the front of the card. And then that would help you organize your spells and, you know, what you can use, how many you can use. I've never thought about doing it that way. Having like a spell deck. Etsy. They have them on Etsy. Ooh, even better. Pre-made. You ain't gotta sit there and write all your freaking spells down. In the next story, and I might do one spellcaster just to try and learn. Yeah, I mean, the best way to learn spellcasting in D&D is just to read the spellbook. Which is, you know, what wizards actually do is they read their spell books, they learn their spells, stuff like that. I mean, it's probably one of the few classes where you actually have to pretend you're a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. Technically, if you hold your action, you can use Dispel Magic on a Paladin Smite. Huh. I have never considered that to be a viable option. To be fair, I've never actually had to go up against a Paladin. So, and I've never had a DM do that to me. So I've never come across my smite being dispelled. Your first wizard, you had no idea what you were doing. Oh no. And that's, to be fair, that's a lot of people's first wizards. A lot of people run into that issue with doing a wizard for the first time. And really, it depends on what school you go with, too. I mean, that'll also play a factor into it as well. I generally, when I did my wizards, I went evocation, or I did some other like school that wasn't like your base schools. Like there's a like a clockwork one, not a clockwork. They deal with time magic, so. Oh, shoot. How are you gonna... Oh, it's a JD raid. Oh, no. We got a JD raid. JD. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Decaying Chaos. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. And it's my first day back after not being on stream for like 11 to almost a year. It's almost been a year since I last streamed, so welcome in, everybody. I hope you're doing well. For those that don't know, I do a variety of different things here on Twitch. I play video games, I do writing streams, I'm adding in voiceover stuff, so I'll be doing like narration and other things that I will be able to get away with. There's be some things I won't be able to talk about, like certain gigs that I won't be able to talk about, so I won't be able to record them live. But yes, welcome in. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope JD kept you all entertained, because she's really good about that. But yeah, please feel free to hang out or take off. You are not forced to stay. I know you guys have been hanging out with JD, so you guys have already been on for a few hours. But yeah, go get yourself something to drink, something to eat. Take care of yourselves. You guys are more important than, you all hanging here and watching my stream. Let's see. Who are the new faces we got in here? We got Ote Happy. Welcome in. Let's see. JD, of course. Spiffy Carl. I was watching Spiffy in chat earlier before I started stream. Yeah, so we got two JDs now. One with some extra Y's and one with love at the end. So JD, and then there's Jade. So Jade, I know you changed your name to JD Love, but you're still Jade. And then JD is JD. So that's how I tell you two apart, because I've known you both for a good long while. We got 3 new followers. We got Space Penguin, thank you for the follow. Ote Happy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it so much for the follows. Yeah, you're still Jade. You'll always be Jade, even if you change your name a million times. But how was stream, JD? Did you end up playing Overwatch? Because I know you mentioned it before I'd left. The Jadeception. You know what? I don't know if Jade has met JD yet. Yeah, take care of those allergies. They were bugging you earlier this morning. Spiffy, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. It was really good. Oh, I'm glad it turned out well. But yeah, enjoyed the lurk. Well, shoot. I was planning on ending in about 7 minutes. Because I'm still trying to work out kinks, and I still got to do some more math. But we'll be back on tomorrow. I'll be starting at 9 a.m. Arizona time. I believe we are still Mountain Standard at this current moment in time, I believe is what we're considered right now. Yeah, that's what you were telling me, Zansu, was that there was some stuff that happened with Marcus. Yeah, we're Mountain Standard Time right now. It'll be noon, yes. Yeah. We'll be back to Pacific Standard Time, space, May? Is that when daylight? Living in Arizona, I don't pay attention to daylight savings time, so I don't know when it starts and when it stops. The JD love going on right now. In space-time. Yeah, you do hug and then the person you want to hug. There you go. Yeah, I want to say it's like, isn't it May when they do the switch? Vampire? You know just as well as I do that living in Arizona, we're not privy to all that stuff. We don't care about it. You don't know? Yeah. Us Arizonans don't care about daylight savings time. Ooh, we got some level ups. See, Sweet and Sassy's to level 35. Zazuma's up to 16. And Jade is up to 11. Nice. Getting them watch times up. Let's see, off to bed now. Got to work tonight. Behave yourself and good luck with the kinks. Speaking of kinks, stay away from tentacles. Oh boy. Spiffy Carl's hugging himself. I have cooties, can only hug myself. That's alright, bud. I got jaded. I did. I just wait for someone to tell me they are changing. Oh, there you go. That's one way to do it, Vampire. That's generally how I do it too. No, only chaos. Yeah. Yeah, I generally don't behave myself. But thank you for stopping in, Zansu. I hope you get some good sleep before work, bud. I will get with you real soon so we can talk some things over. For those of you guys that don't know, the background music that we're listening to right now was made by the one and only Space Crow. He made it for this. Well, I guess technically you made it and then you fine-tuned it for this channel. But yeah, space is my bestie. I love the hell out of space. One, two, is that a GIF? Oh, it didn't show up. It must be a sub only or a specific tier. Because it didn't show up for you. I was like, here's this thing I'm never finishing. And then you were like, can I have it? And I'm like, not the way it is right now. Yeah, because it showed up when Zansu posted it, but it's not showing it up when 1-2 posted it. So I was just trying to figure out what it was. Oh, I can't believe I got raided on my first day back. There's a lot of things that happened on my first day back. That's wild. I'm appreciative of it. It's been a fun first day. It made me realize how much I missed this, all the stuff that happened today. Expired sub. Oh yeah, so it is a sub only emote. Yeah, that happens. Good golly, I wish I had kept up with some of my subs. I just couldn't. There were some that I couldn't do anymore. But we'll get back to it. We'll use what we make here on Twitch to give back to the community. So that's the future plans. I have a lot planned for this channel. As I've stated previously, we'll get back into writing streams eventually. We'll do some voiceover work on here, so you guys will get to hear me narrate my own book, which will be exciting and fun, I believe. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've missed doing this, and you know, it's just one of those things. Stuff happens, and alrighty, so I think on that note, I'm hydrating. I've been hydrating. That's why you got an ad gel. Yeah, no. Luckily, the ads pay. They don't pay as well, but they do pay. So, but yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Call it a day. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Appreciate everybody for stopping in and hanging out with me, and I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you all have a good day. Bye.